Undone those, we'll just move this out of the way, slide that up to the top. As you can see why I wanted to do this, I had a good idea that this switch here, there's actually a switch there, and if you operate this handle at the top here, you'll actually see that this part needs to disconnect here. If you don't disconnect, then the mower won't start. It's a safety thing, so when you let go of the handle at the top, it shuts the mower off. So obviously that one's cleaning off. You won't believe how dirty that is actually when I get a wire brush. I'll just clean this off here. It's coming away there. You can actually just begin to see it there, so I just need to clean this off a little bit. Now you can see this switch as it's supposed to look. Make sure that these two parts are disconnecting. It seems to be working all okay at the minute. You just need a small gap really, it's hard to film, you just need a small gap between these two parts here. Make sure that this part is actually disconnected from this one, which is like a it's just like a spring in itself. You can see it touching. As long as you can see it moving away far enough, that's working as it should. So that's cleaned off. I'll take this recoil cover off, real simple here. 3 parts, one there, one at the other side, one at the front. I'll tip this upside down. I'm going to put another pull cord on. Take this off here. So the oil thing just sticks in there, but you just need to get that off. It all generally comes out as one. Normally just unscrew that. To one side a little bit, and then this comes off, and again I'm not going to film all this, but it's basically a case of pulling the cord out, cutting one to the right length, clamping this and putting it back through. There's a detailed video of that as well. I'm not sure if that's on the website, but once again it is on the Repairing Lawnmowers for Profit DVD, how to change this thing. It'll take me probably a couple of minutes, as Jim Bowen used to say on Bullseye, and I'll be back shortly. So you might have noticed I've had a bit of a tidy up in here over the last sort of 6 months or whenever I did it, but I've just noticed here this is what I want. Look at that recoil rope, that's exactly what I want. If I could just find my clamp for clamping this down, it will be fine. So I'll grab that, and that's what I've been looking for, but I don't see one with my clamp on. Let's hope it's in that box. Just seen it, look, clamps, look, this is it. Look, I bought this once probably about 5 years ago. It was about, I don't know, maybe £10. I've done about 100 lawnmowers with that so far. There's loads left on it. I need a clamp, and I'm going to put this recoil rope on. I've got this spring under this clamp now. I often get emails saying, how much rope do I need when I put another recoil on? Well, take the other one off. Sounds really obvious this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Take the other one off and measure it against it, and then make it, if you want, just slightly longer. Give yourself space to tie the handle and tie it back on in here as well. And then that's how much rope you need. The same that was on, as you know, assuming that the one that was on was the original one, it was correct. Just the same length would be ideal. I've got this, the new one's on here now, as you can see. Pull it right out, it's under spring tension. Once had a lawnmower picked up from an auction. Don't know if I filmed it or not. And we actually pull the cord. See these white, I think they're called lugs. See how they pop out there? They actually didn't pop out. It was a really good Honda mower as well. And it just pulled over that easy. It was like there was no compression. They didn't stick out. So if you've got a mower that pulls over really easy and you think it's got no compression, just take a look at that. And I just sprayed it with a bit of WD-40, which I'm going to do before I put this back. And I'm going to put this back on the machine, but I've actually had a mower that didn't start because of that, believe it or not. And there we go, I've got the new pull cord fitted. Certainly looks a lot better. Hook that back on there as well. You can see just tidies it up a little bit. You can tell it's new when I do the photographs for the listing as well. Might put this one on Facebook Marketplace as well. It seems a reasonable place to sell. There's no fees, so you can normally get what you want for it. Just a note as well, on this model, when this cover goes back on here, actually the screw that goes in here, I've actually seen one of these not work before because somebody's replaced the screw with one that's too long, and under here there's a governor flap assembly that opens and closes, and it was actually stopping it open and close. So I took the screw out of there, worked out what it was, and obviously it worked. But yeah, make sure you try and replace them. If you haven't got any, you know, look how much that sticks out of there. It don't go in much, does it? Just enough when you're going through here, because obviously there's parts underneath here, especially this governor flap assembly here. So I'll put this cover back on, and that's another job done. So I've just taken the blade off this mower. Just wanted to show how we'll get these off, because you don't have to tip this right up. I'll just tip it up that far, I can actually get in. As you can see here, I've actually got this blade off. I'm just going to sharpen this up. You can see there's loads of little dinks out of it, so I'm going to flatten that off first with a grinder. Then I'll just follow the natural curve and grind a new sharp edge onto this blade. Both edges, and I will balance it as well. I have a blade balancer, you just put this on, make sure it's even at both sides, just to lessen any vibrations you might have on the mower. So I'm going to sharpen the blade up and I'm going to put that back on. And once again, I don't have any specialist equipment, I just do them on this grinder and just put a new edge on these blades. That's all I've got. It's only a cheap one, probably about £20, but if you don't have one of them, you could always use a file, of course. So another reason to start doing this, you don't really need any expensive tools. Just something simple as a file would sharpen these blades up. It may take you a bit longer, but of course it's not going to incur any costs. So there we are. I've done everything in this apart from change the oil, so I've not got any to change it with at the minute, so I'm going to get some more, but I think you'll see for yourself just looking at this. This is a £20 lawnmower. I'd expect to hopefully get £70 for that. Don't see why not. It's been fully serviced up apart from the oil's been changed. I'll do that shortly when I get some. I've done the pull cord. I've sharpened the blade and balanced it. We've serviced the carburetor, cleaned the petrol tank, cleaned the air filter, put a spark plug in it, and we've cleaned the bottom of this deck off so it's all free from rotting away. Everything works as it should. All the height adjusters and everything like that. There's a few little bits on it that could do with painting up, but I'm quite happy with the overall appearance with that. And of course we've done the kill switch as well. It's on and off during this day. It's probably taken me under 2 hours, probably about an hour 40 to do this mower. I've had to go out this afternoon. I might just cable tie that cable there. That just looks cabling up a bit. People trap these in the handle. We don't want that happening again. But yeah, £20 lawnmower, quite simple like that. Make about £50 profit on this. Not a bad little business to start yourself. So keep your eye out for these. This is the end of these HP 470 videos. That's how I've serviced up this Briggs & Stratton HP 470 Mountfield petrol lawnmower. I know if you can see for yourself, I'm pleased with the end result of this as well. You won't think that would have been £20 yesterday, especially if you look back at the pictures on my phone when I went to pick this up. So thanks for watching, stay subscribed, and please share the videos if you can as well. That really does help me a lot. And leave comments below. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll try and get hold of a few more, and we'll do a few more videos shortly. Bye for now.